guys, Druid here, coming at you with my first video. So I'm excited about this one because I never really tried this, making a Resto Druid guide. I've always been doing 2v2 and other retarded games in Minecraft. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying to, maybe you guys watch it, maybe you guys don't. I'm gonna try to get you to see how I play in World of Warcraft, how I do things. Like, teach you about Resto Druids, then teach you what to do. And I'll be doing something like teaching you how to outsmart each one of the classes. Let's say Retri Paladins and Warriors, how to outsmart them as a Druid healer. It's not a lot of people know it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe my tips aren't as good, maybe they're better, Might as well watch this video and give it a try, you know what I mean? But let's start with Healing Touch. It's on a no cooldown, 2.9 1 second cast. Depending on if you spec for it, of course. If you spec for it, it's reduced, right here by about 50 seconds. But I'll talk about the moves first. So Healing Touch, I never use it. Only when Nature Swiftness is proc, and that's every 3 minutes. And even then, I only use it in emergencies, so it's not like something I use frequently. Because with Nature Swiftness, look, it's for me, right there, it's a 56, pretty much a 60k crit. Very useful in 2v2 or 3v3 when your DPS is about to die. Let's see, Regrowth, 18k. See, usually with the Druid, if you're not Mastery Reforge, and you're not Gem Mastery, your crits will only go for about maybe 20k, around there. See, Regrowth is on a 1.5 second cast. Today is just not my day. Alright, but Rejuvenation should always be procced. Always. This hot is probably one of the most important a Druid has, especially if you spec for it like I do. But more about the talent spec later on in the video. But Rejuvenation always should be procced. Swiftmen, very good, and if talent spec for it, creates a ring under you, which AoE heals over time, which is very good. Life Bloom should always have three stacks on one target, always. Wild Growth doesn't almost cost no mana, is very useful and does a pretty good amount of heal. It was nerfed, but I still use it every time I can. Now Nourish, I never use this, I have to say. Just not a move I like to use. Takes too long to cast, not enough healing. Let's see, Tranquility is on a 3-minute cooldown. Very strong healing. I personally, when I'm in a tight spot, heals for a wonderful amount, and it's very useful. So make sure either the DPS is going after you is stunned, or there's no one around to interrupt you using Tranquility. You can use mushrooms if you want during a 2v2. I mean, I don't use it so often, but it does a moderate amount of damage, and if someone's low and the healer CC'd, you can use them, try to get some damage in. Moonfire, very good to stop healers from drinking, because you don't want healers or DPS drinking while the other DPS is busy. Let's see, Tree of Life is on a 3-minute cooldown, lasts for 30 seconds. Makes all your heals 15% stronger, your armor is increased by 120%, and makes your Regrowth instant cast. Only should be used in emergencies again, and you want to watch out for using this in 2v2 and 3v3 because of Priest. I'll tell you why. It used to be that you would have to watch out to use this instead of Warlocks because of mana drain, but you really only want to watch out for a mana burn, and it's very hard to shapeshift, well, not very hard, But you usually don't want to waste your Tree of Life, because the only way to stop a mana burn is to shapeshift into cat, bear, or kite. But personally, I like to just go into cat form and evade the mana burn. So that's another thing you gotta watch out for. Your Bark Skin on a 1 minute cooldown. It is reduces damage taken by 20%. Very useful. Always use it, especially when I'm getting moved. Let's see. What else? Cyclone. Wonderful CC. I always use it. Mainly I use Entangle Roots because no melee can catch me with it. Oh, and let me see. Nature's Grass. It's on a 1 minute cooldown. It has a 100% chance to root any DPS that hits you. So, I mean, I always use it, especially on Warriors and DKs. Keep them away from me. Very easy to kite. You always want to use Travel Form when getting away. I like to use Travel Form. Some people prefer to use Cat Form and use Dash. Dash is on a 3 minute cooldown. Increases your movement speed by 70%. So, I mean, it's good. Not really advised to use it. Let's see. Thorns is on a 45-second cooldown. Lasts for about 20 seconds. And does moderate damage to your attacker. Good if you want to get some damage off on a warrior or DK that's trying to nuke you, you know. So that's good. As a Resto Druid, you want to go bear form. Let's say you're getting low on health. Frenzy Regeneration is really weak for a Resto to use, so it's not advised to stay in bear form and use Frenzy Regeneration. But what you can do is use it for a quick health boost. Once that's done, you pretty much just go out and heal yourself. By then you should have some of your cooldowns and you're good to go to heal yourself back up. Now, I like to use Bash while in bear form. I will charge the enemy and I will bash him. I make sure that I have Skull Bash ready to use, so in case my DPS needs me to stop a, let's say, Mind Control. So Mind Control can be a bitch in 2v2, trust me, I know. And let's see, what else is there? Remove Corruption, very good. Removes one magic, one curse, and one poison. Wait, yeah, one poison effect. So that's good to use. Let's see. Hibernate. I forgot. Most druids don't really worry about it. But when using Hibernate, I mean, they don't really shapeshift away from it much. Not a lot of druids will like go out of cat form or something, or you put them straight to sleep. Lasts for a nice 10 seconds. You know, can be dispelled though, so you gotta watch out for that. Just like Earth Root can be dispelled. What else is there, man? Let me jump into the talent spec. Alright, well, you see, Blessing of the Grove increases your healing done by your Rejuvenation and direct damage by your Moonfire. Not essential, but you can have it if you want. It's not really most favorited. More 2v2 if you want. But let's see. Natural Shapeshifter. You want this. You want this really bad. And it increases the duration of your Tree of Life. You really want that. Naturalist. See, this is where I was stumped. I was thinking, should I get this or no? But no, you don't want this, because you shouldn't be casting as a Resto Druid. You should not be casting. The only cast you should maybe do is Regrowth, but most likely you're not going to be casting that in the open. So you never cast Healing Touch or Nourish, so you don't have to worry about that one. Heart of the Wild, essential, of course. Increases your intelligence by 6%. Very essential. You really want that. And plus you need it to move on to the next slide. So, alright. See, Perseverance, can't even say it. Anyway, reduces all spell damage taken by 2, 4, 8. 8% at max. But you only want 1 on this, because you don't want to take too much spell damage, because of mages, warlocks, shadow priests. So that's good to have. And then you want Master Shapeshifter, again, this one increases your Tree of Life healing. You want that. You really do. Improve Rejuvenation. This you want. Increases the effect of Rejuvenation and Swift Mend spells by 15%. See, here you didn't get rejuvenation increased by 2%, but this one you want this one. And then living seed, I like this because that little extra boost of HP. Yeah, I like it. I prefer using living seed. And then let's see, revitalize. You want that, of course, because whenever you use life bloom, you get replenishment. And if you don't want that, then you clearly don't know how to play Resto Druid. Because that 1% of max mana per 10 seconds, when you're you really need that mana. 133, 132, you see, mana just stacks up and stacks up. So let's see, Nature's Swiftness, a must-have. You must have this. Will save someone's life. Like I said before, it can instant crit about 60k, 59k right there. Boom, easy. Let's say Nature's Bounty. Increase the critical effect chance of your regrowth spells by 60%. Very useful. Because as a druid, your crits are low, but you rely on crit heals. Look, with my regrowth, I just critted 8k. What was that? Right? 17k now. Living Seed proc. Which heals me for 5k. So, as a druid, you rely on crits 100%. Trust me, you do. In addition, when you have rejuvenation active, 3 or more targets cast. Yeah, you have a chance to get your Nourish to be reduced to cast by 30%, but that's really proc for me if you ask me. But Malforian's Gift. Whenever you heal with your life bloom spell, you have a 4% chance to cause Omen of Clarity. In addition, your cooldown of your Tranquility is reduced by 5 minutes. That I love, because Tranquility is on a really big cooldown, and that 5-minute reduction is very useful, because Tranquility is a really big heal, especially in 3s. You want Tranquility, you want to kite when using it, and it does very nice healing. Very hard to get out and use it, but, you know, you never know. And right here, Efflorescent. This is what I was talking about. You see how the circle comes below me? That's what it is. See, restoring health equal to 12% of the 3 most injured targets. Easy. Wild Growth. You want that for 3s or 5s, because you want to heal everyone. Like I said, it costs little to none mana, and it does pretty good healing, I guess. Not the most, but it's something to use. Only costs what's the mana? 5k. Nature's Cure, must have, of course, because you want to be able to remove spells and magic effects. See, Nature's Ward, you only really want 1 on that, because most likely you're going to constantly go below 50%, but you don't want too much on it, because, I mean, you really don't need 100%.